I was telling the truth about the Bucs, Skip. I told you.
Which was?
Baker going to be Baker. He going to show them flashes, but it's just not always consistent. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's up and down. It's just real regular. You know what I'm saying?
And it went from up to down. It's been a roller coaster.
Not bad, but it's just regular, you know?
We've been making a lot of excuses because we said, you know, Bucky Irving's out, Mike Evans is out. Everybody was healthy. Everybody's back. They got that offense back.
Except for Kate Otten, who they missed last night, but go ahead.
Well,
Kate Otten.
They're going to put it at 30.
We want to win.
Yeah.
If they score 30, you score 31.
Yeah, shit.
I would like to be
He's the clutchest guy in America, right, Skip?
What you want me to do?
Is he still the clutchest guy in America? Yes or no?
Ask the question.
I would like to be middle-aged Kirk Cousins if I was Baker. That's what I want. But, Skip, how much is Baker to blame for this collapse?
All right. I am obviously one of Baker's biggest supporters and defenders. And I want to make a quick, clear point to you. He had 4 miraculous great escapes to start this year. I'm talking about 4 of them because it was at Atlanta, it was at Houston, it was at Seattle. Do you remember this?
Yes, week 2, 3, and 4, and 5.
And one was home against the Jets. And he played the hell out of the Eagles, who got way ahead, and then here came Baker Bacon on them, and he almost caught them at the end. But they did beat, it was Mac Jones and the 49ers to get to 5-1. And then, predictably, the league exposed the Bucs more than it exposed Baker Mayfield. I am not going to defend Baker for last night because that was on his shoulders, and he took it all, which that team will appreciate because I believe both of you would like to have played with Baker Mayfield. I think he's fun to play with, and I think you would have loved it. Even you think he's just regular, as in mediocre. That's what you're trying to say. But, right? But you would still love playing with and for Baker Mayfield.
I would like to play with Baker.
Okay, all right. So,
like his personality.
Okay, but what was happening last night for the whole game, Tampa kept getting exposed and getting exposed. Here. Tampa was trying to lose the game because Tampa's defense is not very good. They're 23rd in points scored, points allowed. And if you look at what happened last night, Atlanta wound up with 476 yards. So Baker said, put it all on me. But in the fourth quarter alone, Kirk freaking Cousins threw for 154 yards.
Cooking.
Yeah, just cooked them. And they go, this is Atlanta in the fourth quarter. 65 yards in 8 plays, touchdown. 67 in 10 plays, touchdown. 45 yards in 9 plays for a field goal, including converting a 4th and 18 that I will get to in just a second. That's on the defense. And Todd Bowles, let me say this about it. I've been around Todd Bowles enough, and I know the Glazer ownership. They will be shocked that he cursed publicly, because I've never heard him curse publicly like that. And I think it was called for because they've lost 5 out of 6 games. They are in free fall. They are collapsing. And they collapsed with a 28-14 early fourth quarter lead last night. And I'll say this about Baker, to your point. Baker's a fighter. He's an overachiever. He's a 2-time walk-on in college football who won the Heisman Trophy. He's the first overall pick in the draft, who a lot of people didn't believe in. And he got off to a hot start in Cleveland. Stefanski ran him out of town. He bounced around the league, and he's put Tampa back on the map. And he's been very good for Tampa, and they're very happy with him. But the point about Baker Mayfield is, and I think Todd Bowles was calling him out, saying it's a select few that I'm putting this on, and that would obviously start with the quarterback. Baker has always been better fighting back as the underdog, as it's going to take a miracle to pull this game out. So last night was the flip of this, because Atlanta had 19 penalties. That's by far a franchise record. So they just kept saying, no, we don't want it. You take it. You take it. You take it. And Baker said, all right, we'll take it. It's 28-14. And Baker's never been a great front runner. That's where you just got to make the plays to put the game away. So obviously, Atlanta goes and scores a touchdown, and Baker tries to hit it and drop it into the honey hole to Mike Evans against the cover 2. And he's a little short with it because he'd been wild high all night long. And it was just a little short. And D. Alford, who once picked off Tom Brady and pick-sixed it in the Super Bowl, he made I thought a spectacular catch over his head. It was a really good catch, worthy of you or you. And that's the first mistake. And then he's got Ibuka on a 2nd and 14. If he hits Ibuka in stride, I think the game's over. I think because it's 2:25 left. And he's a little late and a little behind. It's a yard behind, and that's the ball game. And there were 2 fumbles that were lost in the fourth quarter that I don't know how Atlanta recovered.
Right.
They recovered both of them, and I still, the first one was by the center, the offensive lineman, the center, by the Falcons, and there were 4 Bucs on the football, and I'm like, that's impossible. How do you get it? But the Bucs didn't argue, so I guess he sneaked it out of the pile. And then Cousins somehow recovered his own late fumble. That would have ended the game. And yet he was fighting with one of the Bucs for the ball, and he said he let go because he's hearing the play called in his helmet, like, I got to go. So I'm not going to fight anymore. And they said tie goes to the runner. You know, it was a 50-50 ball, and they gave it to the offense. So either one of those fumbles goes the other way to the Bucs, and the Bucs win the game. But in the end, they're in huge trouble, and I'm glad that Todd Bowles went F-bombs and called them out, because that showed complete desperation on his part. And Baker, for the last 5 games, he's got a bad shoulder, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse.
Don't.
I'm not. But again, he has not played to Baker's ability for the last 5 games, and we still got 3 to go. So let's see.
I just remember sitting. I probably was in the same chair, probably the same spot, and it was just like he was just on a pedestal. Like, we could have got a Baker fat head and put on the glass. Like, it was amazing. Like, weeks 1 through 6, it was you and Gerald just. He was the clutchest guy in the league.
Well, he was. Was that wrong? Was he not?
I said he wasn't. I said he pretty clutch, but clutches in the league. We talked about it for weeks in a row. So,
do you remember when you picked Sam Darnold at Seattle? What happened? Do you?
I don't remember that.
Okay, thank you.
I don't remember that. I just
Selective memory on that.
I remember the Baker pedestal. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to trash Baker like that. He's a good player. You feel me? He's solid, but. We can't put him on a pedestal, Skip, because we got to look at his whole career. His whole career has pretty much been like this season. This season is pretty much sums up Baker's whole career, does it not?
Okay, he still has the highest quarterback rating in the postseason in NFL history. So he's played really well when it really mattered. So is that just mediocre? Is that just regular?
Skip, we don't care about completion percentage. I could throw you 17 checkdowns and throw 20 passes. And my completion percentage is great. Like, that don't win you games. Completion percentage don't win you games. That's my point. But with all that being said, Baker ain't played terrible last night. I don't think he lost the game for them. You know what I'm saying? He did throw the pick. That gave him life. He did miss Ibuka on the drive before. You know, he could have ended it.
The last drive.
The last drive. He did miss Ibuka on the last drive. But, man, you got to give that defense some of that blame for sure, man. If you let Kirk come out and cook for 3 straight possessions, 65, 67, 45, and a field goal, just like you said, you definitely a part of the blame. You recovered a fumble, you win the game. Like, you had a bunch of opportunities to win the game. You know
and by the way, Todd Bowles does call the defense.
I was going to say, he doing all that cussing up there.
Okay.
He needs to get his guys out of that mug look and play regular zone. You mugged half the time. Your linebackers and your safeties can't get their eyes on the quarterback because they're trying to get into their drop. So he needs to go in the mirror, start cussing at himself, because that don't even make no sense, all that cussing you doing on national TV.
And it ain't really been working all year.
Not all year. But, like, it comes down to 3rd and 28 and 4th and 14 for the game.
It's ridiculous.
3rd and 28
it's impossible.
And 4th and 14.
Yeah.
Not to mention the ball Stalin dropped, or the receivers. Isn't it Stalin?
Yeah.
Dropped on the wide open for the tug.
Seal.
Seal.
Yeah.
Seal.
Yeah.
Dropped for the tug. But, man, that defense, man, I look at Antoine Winfield Jr., great player. Your safety got 13 tackles. It's
that's a problem.
That's a problem.
I know.
I lead a game with 13 tackles. I'm like, woo, I'll hit that stat sheet up. But we took a big L because there's a lot of tackles coming downfield. So, man, that defense, they got to take 80 to 85% of that blame. I put 15% on Baker, missed a couple passes, late pick. Late pick, we still love 14. And I know he said, he got to put some weight on his shoulders and not the defense, but he really feeling like, defense got to stop somebody at some point.
A little bit more than 15, though. Like, a little bit more than 15.
I mean, he got his dogs back. Evans went for 130. Godwin almost had 100. Like,
that was one of the easiest picks of Alfred's career, bro. He showed, man, boom, flash,
but he did stay inside a little bit longer.
Yeah, he showed,
I can see why
Baker. He worked the shit
out
out.
But that was a good call by their defense because they were playing man. So he think he gonna trail number 2. Last minute,
Baker.
he go out, that was a nice play. Alfred's a dog now. He was doing shit all game. He was strapping.
He played a good game, but if you one of them guys, that's simple, bro. That's simple. You know it ain't.
14.
As soon as I see the cornerback bailing,
3 minutes
as soon as
left.
I see the young cornerback bailing like this, it ain't man. Like, how can I think this man and he's bailing? He's bailing like this.
That's
you don't
the
play
quarterback
man like that. So
to take
which
that
one? The D. Alford pick?
Yeah, Alford pick.
No, I know.
Kobe Bryant is bailing out like sideways.
Kobe
running.
was bailing all game.
But that ain't man coverage. As soon as I see that bailing right there, okay, let me figure out what it is, because it ain't man. He's not playing man coverage like that. Because you just don't play man like that at corner, bud. I know you.
Sometimes if you ain't got the press technique, like we know Kobe Bryant's a young corner that he was stumbling and bumbling in a lot of that game.
He wasn't a lot of man. He wasn't playing no man. They stopped playing man when he started getting hit up.
He was getting hit, but
he's not playing man like that.
14.
Baker got to be better, bro. You don't throw that pick, you probably win the game.
Bro, he almost scored third 28. They was down. They missed both 2-point conversions and still got in the position to kick the game-winning field goal. Like, that's crazy to me. That's scoring 3 times.
And how many penalties they had as well?
19.
What the fuck, man? I thought they was trying to get Raheem Morris out of there. I'm like, they don't want Raheem in Atlanta. All these flags. This is sabotage.
I ain't saying it's all on Baker, but it's a little bit more than 15%.
Like what? Like 25?
Like 60-40.
40 Baker?
Yes, if you don't throw the pick, you probably win. If you hit a Buka, you probably win. Like them late games that good quarterbacks make those plays and close games
25%.
out, bro.
25%, I give that.
I give him 60-40, bro.
Just for today, I'm going to give you 60 on this.
There you go.
Baker deserves 60 just because quarterback always deserves the most blame.
And if you got a chance to seal the game at the end as a quarterback, bro, come on.
Just make the
Make
little
that throw
plays.
at late.
He loves to make
But
the
you don't think
sensational
that
play.
14 points is sealed with that much time on the clock? That's a sealed game.
Man, fuck no. We done seen way worse than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the NFL, bro. It's the National Football League.
I know you know Raheem. You love Raheem.
I do.
I don't know him, but I really like him from a distance, and I was rooting for him to survive because this has not gone. Speaking of collapsing, they have collapsed also. They've got quarterback injury issues. They tried to go with Penix, and here we go, and we're about to talk about who is Kirk Cousins. I've never liked him, but he'll do this every once in a while when you least expect it. But when I look at Raheem's roster, last night, Kyle Pitts had, 11 for 166. It's the first time a tight end has gone for more than 150 and 3 touchdowns since my man Shannon Sharp did it all the way back in 1996.
Right.
Okay? So he had a game, and I loved him coming out of Florida because he was 6'6", 250, and ran 4.4.
Highest drafted tight end ever.
He had a good game.
All that.
Okay?
Ain't no
And
mistake.
yet, since his rookie year, he hadn't had 100 yards receiving. He had one his rookie year, and he hadn't had one since. So he has underachieved until last night. It's another statement about this defense. Come on, man. And yet, we've talked about Bijan Robinson. He's just the most gifted running back in pro football. I've never seen anything quite like him.
I mean, it's a few out there right now, but
I know, but when you do the total package with the hands in the route running,
man, it's crazy.
my God, what did Raheem tell you about? You ought to come see our practice.
Yeah, he say you got to see him in practice, man.
Because he's like freak of nature, where you just say you can't be that big, that strong, that fast, that quick with those hands.
And he running fades on corners.
Yeah. Back shoulder.
Back shoulder, one
Come
arm.
on, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
okay.
different.
So you're working with that. So Atlanta's got that, and Kyle Pitts. You think, and they didn't even have Drake London last night. They got like freaks, man, everywhere.
Dude, Kyle Pitts a little Mike Evans.
He should be. He hadn't been.
Yeah, he's had that potential, but I don't know if he is.
Yeah.
Man, Kyle. I mean, He be balling. I mean, Drake London. I mean,
Drake London does. Yeah.
Drake London is a baller.
A little Mike Evans.
And guess who leads the NFC in sacks and is second to your Broncos in sacks in the NFL?
Falcons.
The Falcons.
Yeah, them young boys.
Pierce.
That Pierce is he's a stud, man.
So they got the pieces.
So you got all kinds of like firepower, star power. We just say, look, woof. Hey, come on, man.
They just don't got the quarterback.
They don't have the quarterback until every once in a while you get a Kirk Cousins game.
All right, guys, we got to talk about the NFC South because right now it is wide open for the Panthers to take it over, and they now have to play each other twice, okay, in 3 weeks at the end of the season. So every single game is going to matter immensely. Skip, who wins the NFC South?
I'm hanging with my boy Baker.
Love it.
I like him more in this underdog role, and now they're in the underdog role. Now they're not favored to win the South after they were prohibitively favored all year to run away with the South. I think if they have to, they can beat Carolina twice. Carolina, to me, is the weirdest team in pro football this year because they beat the Rams at home, they beat the Cowboys at home.
It's so confusing.
Yeah, and they lost to the Saints at home, as did the Bucs. I just think with Mike Evans back, Mike Evans was really good last night.
He was.
Yeah,
and
to come back like that.
Late in the game, Chris Godwin started to get his legs underneath him because he caught the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So,
a few third downs in there.
Bucky looking real good.
Okay, so I just still think they're a little better on offense, obviously, than Carolina is. So if they have to beat them twice, they'll beat them twice. And the X factor game on Carolina's schedule is Seattle is going to Carolina, and Seattle is invincible on the road. So I think that's going to be an L. I'm chalking that up as an L. So just by math, I just think Baker will figure out how to survive it. And I still like what Todd Bowles did. I think it'll create a sense of urgency and desperation in that locker room that wasn't there before last night. So I'm still going Bucs.
Ooh,
I ain't got the Bucs.
You're out on the
Bucs
Bucs?
can't beat nobody twice. Y'all just talk bad about Baker. How you gonna do that? With all that, he not clutch and average and the same guy, and
it's just still hard for me to believe in the
Panthers on
Panthers.
the road.
So
They can't even win at home. They lost the two division games back to back at home.
At home.
That's crazy. You can't lose 2 back-to-back division games at home and think you're going to beat the division leaders twice, one on the road and one at home. Shoot, you don't even got no home field advantage. At this point, then you got to play Miami, who offensively is shredding right now.
They are.
They ain't going to be able to stop Achin.
No.
He gonna slice and dice their ass. Yeah. And Bo's going to be on here cussing again. Talk about what they not doing. So I don't see it. I don't see it, man. They 1-5 in the last 6 games, man. They better find something. They better find some mojo. Go hit Austin Powers and them up. Get you some mojo.
Find some late season.
You feel me? They need something.
I'm with TJ, man. I was riding with the Bucs. I was trying to ride with them, but they just dropping these games. You can't drop these games. These are division games. Like, that's going to have you fucked up. Even if y'all do split with the Panthers, you lose to Seattle, you split with the Panthers, y'all going to end up with the same record. They end up with the same record. The Panthers going to go now, right?
Yeah.
I feel like the Panthers going to go. I'm not totally sure, but I think if they end up, if the Panthers lose to Seattle, then they split with the Bucs, had the same record at the end, the Panthers going to be in first place. They're going to have a tiebreaker, if I'm not mistaken. So that's how I think that's how I think it's going to play out. So you losing these games to the Saints, you're losing these games to the Falcons.
Yeah.
Those are the games that give you the tiebreaker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can't lose those games. You can't lose the division games because that's what it's going to come down to. So I think the Panthers going to end up with the better division record. They're going to tie. They're going to have a better division record. Panthers going to go for that reason. So I'm with you on the same game, Skip. I don't think they'll beat them twice. I think they'll split. Hey, man, Baker does it again.
I think you were going to agree with me, and then when he went Carolina, you said you got to go that way.
Nah, I show you my notes, Skip.
He already
Look, who wins the NFC South? Blank.
Blank?
Blank. I was just going back and forth on it.
You just couldn't decide.
I just really couldn't decide.
I just feel as much as they had at stake last night, knowing that this was going to be a pivotal game for them to win, and you just go out there and lay an egg, especially in the second half like that on defense. And you speak to what Todd Bowles was speaking about, them fumbles that they didn't recover when they had 4 guys over the top. That goes to hunger. Like that ball on the ground, you doing everything to get that ball back. You let some center come from left field and stand up with the ball like, hey, look, I got it. Like, how does that happen? And then the quarterback recovered his own fumble, and I didn't know how he did that. Was crazy.
He really didn't, though, but they gave it to him.
Yeah, that was kind of quick, huh?
Yeah,
it wasn't them quick calls.
If the Bucs get up with the ball, it should be their damn ball. Simple as that. Like,
okay, so now the Bucs have 10 days to get ready for the game at Carolina. I like this team in that situation.
But they're not stopping nobody, though.
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't stopping nobody.
And Dowdle and...
And I think they beat them one time. Maybe they do go to Carolina and beat them. Carolina come to Tampa and beat them. I don't think they're going to beat them twice. That's just usually... That's not how that division go. You know what I'm saying? Usually the winner of that division finish last. You know what I'm saying? But, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
I got a dinner on Baker to win the South.
Hey, sometimes it just be the Bucs.
I
gotta
like
write this down.
You do?
Write that down, Kenzie.
Skip.
Write that down.
Bucs
I like
over
that.
Panthers for the South, NFC South.
Because if they tie, they're going to go off division record, right?
Man, I don't need just.
I think what's tough is that the Bucs have Seattle. That's.
They're going to go off division record.
The Panthers
Oh,
have
the
Seattle.
Panthers.
Yes.
Okay.
But that ain't no division game. If within the division, they're going to go off division record first if it's tied, I think.
And the Panthers got the Saints, right, this week?
Yep.
So
they're
I
at
think
the
that's
Saints.
a win.
Is it?
I mean, Show
you sure about
playing
that?
well.
You sure?
You know what? I'm not sure. I ain't sure.
The Panthers better not drop no division games, man. Them the ones. Them the ones that's going to be the tiebreaker. And that's what the Bucs is doing right now. Y'all losing the ones that y'all can't. Lose to Seattle. Lose to the non-division teams if you're going to lose. You got to win the division games, man.
64% of the chat thinks it's going to be the Panthers that are going to win the NFC South. I was going to go with the Bucs. I got to be honest. It's hard for me to believe in the Panthers.
Panthers defense playing
Do
better,
you let
man.
them talk you out of your position on this?
No,
Seriously?
but I was the same. I had it written down. I was like, you can't go either way. I don't believe either of them are great teams.
Right.
I think they have
Who
their good
defense
games
playing
and
better, Skip?
The
Definitely
defense,
Carolina.
exactly.
That's what I'm going to ride with,
Who
man.
running the ball better?
Carolina.
Yeah,
Well,
I like that.
they haven't had Bucky Irving all season long.
They have.
But yeah, but with
Yeah,
that,
no
so what's the answer after that?
But
After the excuse,
Buddy's back. So
after the excuse, what's the answer? Who run the ball
I
better?
still believe in Bucky though.
Oh, I'm just saying.
And for some reason, the Panthers have taken off Rico Dowdle's snaps, and I'm like,
tagged.
give Rico Dowdle the ball.
He probably got a little late. You know how late in the season guys be banged up. They don't really report
I know, but
it.
I have him on my fantasy roster. Keep giving him them
hip,
snaps.
hip
I
tightness.
like the connection between Young and
Ted.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Ted. Yeah, Ted's
Young
been
Ted.
balling.
Young Ted going
they
on.
doing their thing.
I'm gonna go with the Bucs to win the NFC South. I'm gonna stick with it.
She's supporting you.
No. For a dinner.
For dinner,
For
we
a
locked in.
dinner.
That's two on the table right there.
I know. We got to
I
figure
like
out
them.
this.
I know you like
Eagles,
Green Bay
Bills.
this week in Parsons and them.
We're gonna have
We'll
a
get there. We'll
I
get
like.
there in a
Yeah, we're
minute.
gonna get there, but you know.
All I know is that Akeem and Skip love
I'm
spending
trying to put
time
that on the
together. That's
table
why
right
they
now.
love doing dinners instead of
Talk to
money
my
on it.
plug in Vegas about that one.
All right, let's get to the Colts because I'm still in shock.